Joining us in studio, Brandon, Henry, and Pelly. We're going to discuss soccer, specifically the firing of Coach Jurgen Klinsmann. Thanks for coming on the pod, Henry.
Thanks for having me.
What did you think? What were your initial thoughts when Klinsmann got fired?
I think it's the wrong move. I thought we were. Oh, come on. You gotta give the man a chance. He's coaching.
He's been there for 5 years.
Yes, but he's done some good stuff for Team USA.
They lost 2 straight games. They might not even make the World Cup the next time. We're supposed to be the best team on the Western Hemisphere.
Henry, what did you like about Jurgen Klinsmann?
He had character. He had experience. I mean, coaching with Germany, playing in Germany, just overall, just had what it really took to be a good manager. Maybe not a bad move for USA, but maybe a premature move, for sure.
I mean, they lose to 2 of the best teams in their qualifier, but the way they lost was just embarrassing.
Oh, I'd have to agree. As of recent, USA has been a joke in the soccer world.
And the way we run our own league, the MLS, having it run through
The
qualifiers.
college system? Oh,
No, like the MLS.
Oh, the actual MLS,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll get to the college after. But, like, the MLS teams, like the top teams, like Toronto FC, who has Michael Bradley and Josie Altidore, 2 of the best players on the team, I think they're thinking about the playoffs for their club team more than World Cup qualifier.
wow.
Because their careers were not as good up until this point, especially club level.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking they're thinking of.
Especially because you can tell the MLS itself is growing in some instances, like bringing over Pirlo, Lampard, Gerrard, big names. I mean, even though I think Gerrard and Lampard are both leaving this year,
Yeah, Pirlo has talks of maybe going back to Serie A.
playing for a lower tier team.
Juve might.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
For me, the whole point of hiring Jurgen Klinsmann was his international experience, like you said, Henry. But he was supposed to bring U.S. soccer to the next level. We were supposed to play the beautiful game the way they do over in Europe. I mean, no one thought we would be Spain or Portugal, but that we would start heading in that direction. We just haven't seen it. We've seen a lot of the same old stuff, and I don't know, maybe our players just aren't good enough, but we've played a lot of defense, especially against the good teams. So it came out today. Bruce Arenas will be the next head coach. He's the old head coach in 2006. What do you guys think of that move?
I think it's a bad move personally. I feel like you can't bring in someone who's coaching in the MLS. It's just not a high enough level to them.
We're going back to where we started,
Exactly.
really.
I mean, why fire him in the first place if you're just going to give him the job back?
I personally think he's a filler coach right now because they can't find anybody else.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, I mean, who's going to want to fill the spot?
Exactly. I mean, somebody's gonna want to fill the spot, but you're
Give
not
me the
gonna.
job.
Yeah, same here. But you're not gonna be able to find a quality coach that's in the middle of
Right.
in a club season right now. He's not thinking about international soccer right now.
All right, that's fair. Who do you guys like for the next head coach?
Oh, you're asking me coaches. I don't know. Give me Roy Hodgson.
You know who I'm looking forward to? Miguel Herrera. So what? He's a little bit of a hothead. That's why he got fired from Mexico. We got to win the games against Mexico, especially World Cup qualifiers. He knows his stuff. Yeah, still be a language barrier, but I want Miguel Herrera on the U.S. sideline.
Half the team on the U.S. squad's from Germany anyways. I think there's already one.
What's one more language? I think it'd be great. Another big part of what Klinsmann was doing was the youth development here in the U.S., and that has gotten a little better. Some of the youngsters have gotten international starts and playing experiences, and some of our youngsters are now playing over in Europe. Do you think it's better for them to be playing over in Europe, or do you like how we do it here, the homegrown through the college system?
I think it's better for those players to be playing over in England at a higher level. You're always going to get a higher level playing overseas versus the U.S. I mean, that's the problem with, well, at least for the U.S. when it comes to international soccer, because no matter who you bring in, I mean, coaching is definitely a big part of the game, but you're given what you have. You can't, go out and just buy like the top player you want. You have a set list of players you can choose from, and that's what you have. And our players just don't have the opportunities to reach that level versus what other countries have.
From a college soccer player himself, I think that college soccer should be non-existent.
Really?
There's
I'd have to agree.
no, I mean, like D3, D2 maybe college soccer, because odds of those guys going pro, especially
Right.
myself, are very slim to none.
Right.
It's not like basketball or football where you hear more stories about D2 athletes going pro, but
Mhm.
there's just got to be more academies starting at younger levels, or else we're just going to be
We'll always be behind.
We're going to be stuck where we are. Like, there's no...
Right. Right. The college system works for all other sports, just not, well, I don't know about all other sports, but it definitely doesn't work for soccer, especially if we're going to compete at an international level with the rest of the world.
Like, going back on kind of what Ann said, academy teams, I mean, you go back and look at any pro player who's almost like a legend or even a decent player, they've been playing on Southampton U12 all the way up to the system until they reach the first team.
Right. And that's how they do it in Europe, and that's part of the reason why we're always behind. Speak more. What do you think of the rest of Europe right now, Henry?
I mean, the Champions League's finally starting to really take off, which is always exciting. Favorite time of the year. Manchester United, let's get it done.
I'm excited to see Chelsea win the league and Man U not make the Champions League again.
Looking like a possibility,
Yeah.
Pelly. It is looking like a possibility. You know what got me was French league right now. Balotelli's team is on top.
That's my favorite player there, Gabe.
Balotelli is an absolute animal when he can play against players who don't know what they're doing.
They are beating PSG and Lyon right now.
Who does PSG have? Please inform me. I'm pretty sure the man
About
the
as capable-
legend, left
Doesn't matter.
to join a real club, a real league.
Yeah, and the guy's not going to be in Champions League for 2 straight years, which is unheard of for Ibra.
Hey, he's 36. Can't be asking too much of him.
Oh yeah, and you just called him a legend.
Legends are old. Legends are old.
Another debate for another time. Guys, thanks for talking soccer with us here on the pod.
Thank you, Gabe.
Thank you.